Hello and welcome to Snowrunner Mod Review. I'm UKGamer828 and today we are looking at Limes L400, which that's the overall look of it. And I do like the look of this one. I do like my Fords. Well, I like Ford, Chevys, like them all really, I really do. Now this one came out a couple of days ago and I thought we'd get up into the proving grounds and have a look at it. And you can see there's quite a few different options for, if you want big wheels, then this is the one for big wheels. And yeah, pretty nice looking truck. It's missing a driver at the moment, that one hasn't come through. But apart from that, and just the interior, there's no clocks or anything in there, and no working mirrors either. So that's just a work in progress, I suppose. But apart from that, it goes pretty well. It really does. Quite enjoy this one. It's a good bit of fun. So let's go into the garage and I'll show you what options are available. So we have three different engine options where you've got the stock one, and you see all the bars are exactly the same. So I've only had the bulletproof one out, to be fair, and that one goes pretty well. Now I have had the fast gearbox, and then we got a tow-in one and then a stock one on there. And then moving on to suspension, and we have a huge amount of suspension options. And you notice all the prices are everything at 20 credits, which is really cheap. It's much better than having it hundreds or thousands. But yeah, you can see there's plenty of options for how high you want it. You can have it because there are some large wheels available. So you've got the lifted flex one there. And I think we'll leave it as it is. What are we on? We're on the race one, which is a fairly decent size. And then we're going on to tyres. And I'll tell you what, let me turn this round. This camera position is crap. It really is. And you can see that we've got large tyres available. And there is quite a few of them. Now, they've all got the excellent rating on them, so you shouldn't have any trouble with them whatsoever. The biggest ones are those, the 91 inches. So plenty of tyre choices. Then winch, that's it, tow strap, offline winch. So we have got an offline winch, and that is all the options for it. There's no repair points or any of that really, which is a bit of a shame. Then we have quite a few different colour options. It's all your standard colours are there. And what have you by the looks of it? Yeah, it does. That's what it looks like to me. I do like that blue, it's quite nice and blue. Then again, blue is my favourite colour. We'll leave it in the red as it is, that nice brighter red. So yes, no interior interior customization, so no bobbleheads or any of that one. So not too many options on it really. Then taking it out, now this has got console packs. We did have a look the other day and it had console packs, but we'll see if it gets through. Because, well, you just never know, do you? Like, it would have been nice to remove where the emblems were, because it's not that a big a deal, really. And the front end of that looks like a Ford to me, so that might be an issue coming to console, but it's out on PC only at the moment. So trailer choices, it does hook up the larger trailers there, as you can see. And you can see there, we've got 2 extra trailers by R&G. Quick little peek at those. Shouldn't be seeing those. Those are not for video at the moment, which is why we're not driving in rain. I've got one over there actually. So yeah, it's got all the trailer options. So let's get it out and have a look and see how it goes. And I've been messing around with Banks's Ford earlier as well, and that's pretty good. And you see the size difference; it's huge. So if you want big lift, then this is the one. You can see in the back there they've changed where the suspension's coming through and put the extra strengthened bars in there. So yeah, it looks pretty nice. Now if you want the gooseneck for this, then you need IR's gooseneck, which is so if this comes to console and the Ram Charger doesn't, then you're not going to have a gooseneck. Simple as that. However, the Delta pickup's got a gooseneck, and he has Iceberg has said that if anyone wants the code for that, he will add it, so you can use his trailers for if you want the gooseneck. So let's go and put this one through its paces, and I'll tell you what, I've just had a normal drive around, so I think we will head up to the boulders on the top left hand side there. Now, like I said, I always like a bit of overpower, especially if you're just messing around. It's you know, I don't really like to use it for the game much because you tend to just damage your vehicles all the time. So this is the race suspension and race setup, and I haven't had any issues with it. I just need some repair points, that's all. It's you got no repair points on it, so it's wow, you get damage. We're alright on the proving grounds because we've got the dev tools, but you get damaged, then you're a bit screwed. You really are. But I tell you what, with this racer engine, you give it a little blip on that throttle, and it wants to go. But it's nice to see that when you've got a powerful engine like that, you can just give it a little bit on the throttle, and it's not crazy. Whereas some of the OP ones, it is just a bit too much. But it's so hard getting these vehicles tuned, it really is, to, you know, where everything's perfect. It really is, because one thing can change other things, and yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. So as soon as you find the perfect setup, you're better off leaving it as it is, because you probably won't do any better. Well, let's get that round there. I'll tell you what, we'll take it. I thought we'd... Ah, there we go. Yeah, the suspension is moving. It just seems to be quite a bit of a stiff suspension on there. So let's drop it off over this. Oh, shit. Oh, there you go. You didn't roll it. Fair play. And then what's it like through the mud? Now, it has got all-wheel drive permanent and permanent diff, which I'm not a fan of really myself. Because, but saying that, then you're not getting stuck on this. I know a lot of people will say, well, yeah, it's a little bit OP really, but it is what you want. You can use that engine or you can use the other one. And you can see normally I put a few vehicles in this mud pack, and some of them, they just go in and they stop and they don't drive forward. But we've got the high lift on here and the excellent rating on these tyres, so it all helps, doesn't it? So let's get back out of there, and then we'll go and put it for its paces. See how that's... Whoa, that suspension's holding out. Whoa, yeah, let's turn around so we can see the boulder fields, see how it's performing. But yeah, big fan of Fords, do like them. They probably are my favourite. I haven't really got a favourite, but I do like most of the older type of Fords and the new ones. And let's just do it in that low and see what sort of speed. It's quite quick for low. So we've got low minus, crawler gear, and then low plus. Which, yeah, that's a decent speed on that. So what's it like going up cliffs? Yeah, no problem with that whatsoever. And drop it back down the other side. So yeah, this one would be nice for console, but we shall see. It's a bit of a learning curve what's going to come to console. It really is. And I'll tell you what, if this comes through with that front end, then it's like, wow, okay then. So you just debadge stuff and don't change it, and it's all fine. But yeah, that seems to be working with no issues. I haven't really found any problems with it really. It's just missing a driver, which is just a technical thing. It doesn't affect it. And when the interior is done, that'd be nice, because there's a lot of guys who do just drive in cab view all the time. So, you know, they get a vehicle and then it hasn't got an interior or hasn't got mirrors, then they're not really too happy about that. But that's performing over there without any issues whatsoever, is it? No problem. And I'll tell you what, let's go and head. We'll head up over this way, I think, and head up back round the other side, and I'll show you what it's like in the water, because it's a submarine. It just goes through anything, because it didn't have a snorkel option, and I thought, oh, here we go then, that's not going to go well in the water, but no, it goes fine. Bit of air there, could get really excited, but that's another YouTuber if you want to see excitement when I go over a jump. That's just not me. I just play the bloody game as it is, and loving this though, absolutely loving. Fair play. If this comes to console, there will be a lot of happy runners. There really will. Now I checked this in the water earlier, and it's just like a submarine. It really does. And here comes the rain. You can see it doesn't struggle one single bit. I probably should go and try one of the other engines really and see how they get on. But yeah, you can see we've got a little bit of damage there. But it is a submarine. But I do like that. It's a nice bit of kit. I haven't tried it with the mega tyres either. I didn't want it too lifted, where that, I do like that. That's about right for my liking for off-road. But all good. Nice job. Let's hope it comes to console. If it does, fantastic. Righto, well that's the first look at, at Limes L400. I hope you've enjoyed this quick look, and if you're on PC then you can go and get in it now. But if you're a console, you're gonna have to wait and see what happens. I think there's quite a bit of a backlog with mods at the moment, with Phase 3 and all going on, but there you go. So yes, as I was saying, if you enjoyed this episode, then don't forget to go and check out my other episodes. I do Snowrunner news, mod reviews, and do quite a few different things with Snowrunner. I haven't done much gameplay lately, just been too busy looking at mods and what have you. But yes, we've got to get gameplay and we've got to get some streaming on the go, because there's that in the chat all the time. When are you doing streaming? It's like, yes, I know. It will come back eventually. Righto, that's it for today's first look at the Snowrunner mod review of the L400. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.